Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing you how to make the breezy bucket hat. This hat is great for the hot summer weather. I'm going to show you how to make it loose for a thick head of hair or tight so that it grips you above the ears and doesn't blow off in the wind. I'm using a mandala yarn. It's a 3-weight yarn in the color Nifflers. I'm using a 5mm hook, but if you're a loose crocheter, you might want to go down a hook size. Start with a magic circle. Pull up a loop and chain 2. Now put 12 double crochet inside the magic circle. When you get to the end, pull on the tail of your magic circle to draw it close, and find the first stitch and slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. I like to count backwards to make sure I find the right stitch. Chain 2. Now put a double crochet back into that same stitch. This will be a part of your last increase. In the next stitch, put 2 double crochet. Put 2 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the end. When you've come to the end, put a double crochet back into the first stitch. It's at the bottom of the chain 2. And then slip stitch into the first double crochet. Chain 2. Put 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Chain 2. Now skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch put 1 double crochet. Chain 2. Skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch put 1 double crochet. We're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. Chain 2, skip 1 stitch, and then 1 double crochet. Once you've reached the end, slip stitch into the first double crochet. We'll begin the next row a little different. Slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Now chain 2. Put 2 double crochet into that same chain 2 space. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. This will be with the pattern that we repeat all the way around. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. When you get to the end, chain 2 and then slip stitch into the first double crochet. For the next round, slip stitch 2 times until you've reached the chain 2 space. This will be an increase round. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. Next we'll do our increase. Chain 2, put 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space. Chain 1, put another double crochet into that same chain 2 space. Chain 1 and put 1 more double crochet into that same chain 2 space. And we'll be repeating that pattern all the way around. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2 put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. And then another increase. Chain 2, put 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 1, another double crochet into that chain 2 space. Chain 1 and 1 more double crochet into that same chain 2 space. And keep repeating this pattern until you get all the way around. When you come to the end, chain 2 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now slip stitch 2 times until you've reached the chain 2 space and chain 2. Put 2 double crochet into that same chain 2 space. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2 and put 2 double crochet into the chain 1 space. Chain 2, put 2 double crochet into the chain 1 space. And continue like this all the way around. When you've reached the end, chain 2 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. The next 3 rounds will be the same. No increases. Start off by slip stitching into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet into each chain 2 space all the way around for 3 more rows. Now we're going to add another increase row. If you have a large head or a full head of curly hair, you're going to want to put an increase row here. If you have thin hair or a smaller head, just put a regular row here. After you've slip stitched into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and put 2 double crochet into that chain 2 space. Chain 2, and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2, and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2, and then we'll be adding an increase. If you'd like the fuller sized hat, put an increase here. Put 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same chain 2 space. And this will be the pattern we repeat all the way around. 3 sets of 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, followed by an increase. When you get to the end, chain 2 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Slip stitch over into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and put 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space. We'll be making regular rows until we get to the brim of our hat. You're going to want to stop about an inch above your ears. I did 2 rows including this one. It's okay if the hat feels a little big at this point because we'll be tightening it down when we get to the band before the rim. When you've completed all your rows, slip stitch into the first double crochet and then chain 1. Put 1 single crochet into that same stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet into the chain 2 space if you'd like a looser fitting hat. Only put 1 single crochet into the chain 2 stitch if you would like a tighter fitting hat. Put a single crochet into each of the double crochets, and then 2 single crochets into the chain 2 space for a loose hat, or 1 single crochet into the chain 2 space for a tighter fitting hat, and repeat this pattern all the way around. When you get to the end, slip stitch into the first single crochet. I like to change color here to have a two-tone hat, but you can use the same color or you can use as many different colors as you'd like. I slip stitch in with a new color and chain 1. Then put a single crochet into that same stitch. If you're making the looser hat, put 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches, and then we'll be doing a decrease. If you're doing a tighter hat, just continue with single crochets all the way around. Now we'll be doing our decrease. Insert your hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and you should have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's your decreased single crochet. Now put a single crochet into the next 9 stitches and then a decrease, and repeat this pattern all the way around your hat. When you get to the end, slip stitch into the first single crochet and then chain 1 and start another round. If you feel like you need another round of decreases, repeat the last row. If not, then just put 1 single crochet all the way around for 3 or 4 more rows. Now we've come to the brim of the hat. Chain 2. Put 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Put 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then put another double crochet into that same stitch. Put 1 double crochet into the next stitch. and then 2 double crochet into the next stitch. This will be the pattern we repeat all the way around to give us a ruffled brim. 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet into the same stitch. When you come to the end, slip stitch into the first double crochet. Chain 2 and put 1 double crochet into that same stitch. And then put 1 double crochet into every stitch all the way around your hat. When you come to the end, slip stitch into the first double crochet. And then we'll be adding another row of increases. Chain 2 and put 1 double crochet into the first stitch. Put 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then 2 double crochet into the next stitch. And this will be the pattern that we repeat all the way around. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. One double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. When you get to the end, slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 2, and start another row of just 1 double crochet in every stitch. When you come to the end again, follow that with a row of single crochet to finish off the edge of the hat. After you've slip stitched into the last single crochet, yarn over and pull the yarn all the way through to tighten off. Now you just have to sew in your ends. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of our other videos. See you next time.